Hi, it's Andrew, and now we're in Boise in Mastermind, and here we meet James.
Yes.
Hi, James.
Hey,
Nice
man.
to see you.
Good to see you too.
And,
Good to hear from you.
What's interesting about James, for people who watch this video, James had a beautiful career in a corporation. He
Yes.
worked with Tony Shane,
Yeah.
everybody knows, I think, Zappos.
Yeah.
And then you said he was the chief of his consulting company, yeah?
Yes, that's correct.
And
yeah.
you help other people to deliver happiness.
Yes.
But what interesting is that one moment you decided that you're fed up with your corporate work and decided to start your own business.
Yes.
And we see a lot of people all over the world that who work in companies, in big companies and small companies, and they're fed up. They feel like they're in a cage.
Yes.
And it's very hard decision to stop corporate work,
Right.
because it's stability, it's
Yes.
salary and so on,
Right.
and to start your risky business.
Right.
Tell about your story. What was the position when you make a decision, and how difficult it was? Yes, because it's not easy decision.
No, it's not.
And let's start from that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the irony is that it didn't happen right away. So it took years, and I'll tell you this one particular story that still kind of pains me. So when I had my first daughter, my wife and I, and we've been married now 14 years, but a few years ago, my eldest daughter, when she was born, I was working so much, her name for me was Daddy Work. Like, that was my name because I worked so much. Every time someone said Daddy, it'd be work. He's at work, he's gonna be late because he's at work. You know, all this time was about Daddy Work. And even then, I didn't leave yet. I didn't change, you know? And it was through time, even years after that, where there was a day finally when I just had enough pause after being so busy all the time and traveling and meeting with clients, all this stuff, and really liking and enjoying the work because it had a lot of purpose. But then that pause allowed me to see that I was actually neglecting the thing that meant the most to me, and that was my wife and family. And I saw that I might lose them. And that's when I, immediately after that, I decided to move on and become independent.
You was afraid to make the decision.
Oh, absolutely. It's scary because you have, for me, I had kids at the time. I have a wife. It was we were single income, so I was making the money for the family. And in a way, in one side you say it's not possible, right? In the other side, it's like I have to, because otherwise the one thing that I was thinking was I would regret my life, and that was the big thing.
And what happened after that? You quit your job?
Yeah.
How was your life after that?
Well, it's funny because then you do the natural thing. So I left the job, I transitioned out. Obviously I want, to make sure that I'm able to pass on the responsibilities. And then I thought the next best thing was to do independent consulting. And so that's what I did. And ironically, it didn't help. So I thought, okay, now that I'm working for myself, I can control my time, but then the demands were still there. So I was making an income, but I was still never home. Even though I wasn't traveling, I was driving downtown. We lived in San Francisco, and I still didn't see my kids very much. And that's when I said, something has got to change. And that's when, in fact, I look at your work and your community's work, this community that we're here for. You guys have the answer. This is the answer to the future of work. And it's not for everyone, but I think if it is a choice where you want the freedom in your life as well as the ability to impact others, and to have flexible time, this is it.
But I think that it's a possible way for everyone.
Yes. Oh, okay.
But
yeah,
it's now you understand that there's no difference to work in a corporation or to build your business.
Yes.
The key is responsibilities that you take on yourself.
100%. I think the one thing that I'm thinking of when I say it's not for everyone is, just like anything, you have to work at it, right? It's not a magic pill. It's not like instantly you're gonna be fine. You gotta really want it, like anything. And if you do, this is it. Yeah.
And last question.
Yeah, sure.
What good advice you can give to people who are still working in corporation,
Yeah.
who are still hired by somebody,
Yeah.
but they maybe dream about their own business?
Yeah.
What advice can you give to such people?
This is my sound advice. I just resigned. I don't recommend that. I actually recommend that you take baby steps. Like, if you have a job, stay there. But when you have time, instead of, surfing the internet, instead of watching TV, do the things you got to do what you're doing now, right? And I think that's the advice, is do it gradually, but still do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Hey, man, yeah.
See you soon.
Okay, thank you.
You're amazing.
Thank you. You guys are too.